Hey everyone, welcome back to FabTCG YouTube channel. Today we have another Armory battle for you featuring Max the Hype Nitro, brand new Armory deck. And today I'm going to be playing against a new member of the LSS team, someone you might be familiar with. Come on Sam, get over here.
What's up? I am Sam the Hype Nitro Burn. You like that? Come on, that's why they brought me on. Today I am going to be playing Aurora, the newest Lightning Runeblade to the Armory deck party, and I'm ready to kick your butt.
Yeah, so in this matchup, this is probably going to be a fast one, Sam, so I think I'm just going to be trying spitting out some damage, utilize the Banksy on hit to keep my hyperdrivers around, maybe even the new Majestic Clamp Press, which is so sick in this matchup.
Dude, that card is sick. And I am trying to do classic Aurora things, attack for 4, over and over and over again, utilizing some of the brand new cards in the Armory deck, like, of course, the Skyward Serenade to attack for 4 with Go again and again and again. So Carol, if I beat you, does that mean I get to become a dev? Is that how that works? Is that how all the devs become devs?
Absolutely, that's exactly how it works. You could join the dream team, Sam.
Oh my god, everything is now riding on this moment.
So let's go through some brand new cards that this deck has on offer.
Let me show you the truth buried underneath this scrap heap and blow it all apart!
Okay, now this Max Nitro Armory deck really focuses on the Hyperdriver synergies. It runs 9 copies in the main deck. The equipment suite really showcases the power of having them in your deck. Puffer Jacket lets you get an additional steam counter when you play these, which means not only can you get an additional resource throughout the game, but also it allows you to keep them around longer. Fist Pump and Drive Break are great when you banish Hyperdrivers to your boost cards. Drive Break gives you defense value over time because you can keep on removing the -1 defense counters from it. Fist Pump pairs up nicely with some of the Banksy synergies that I'll go through later on. And Break Helm of Protoss is an amazing way to fix a hand if you have too many hyperdrivers in your hand, to biff it off and draw a different card. Twin Tech Charging Station, which allows you to gain a resource by shuffling a hyperdriver from your graveyard into your deck. Now the big addition to this Max deck is the Clamp Press and the Construct Bank Breaker. Like I said before, the Fist Pump +1s your wrenches for the whole turn, so multiple wrench attacks just give it so much more value. Same with the Clamp Press, it's just a turn-wide pump, and this is where the Construct Bank Breaker comes in to create the Bank Breaker. Now the cool thing about this wrench, you get all those hyperdrivers and your Banksy underneath the Bank Breaker to then use its ability. When this attacks, you may banish a card from under it. If you do, the attack gets overpower and go again. So it allows you to attack multiple times with your weapon and combine it with Clamp Press and Fist Pump to produce a lot of damage, but also you can banish it and attack with it again on the same turn. And the overpower is just so strong at closing out the game later on. And this is really what this Max deck wants to do. Amass some hyperdrivers, turn it into a Bank Breaker, and then combine it with the Clamp Press and Fist Pump to start swinging at your opponent with large overpower attacks. So yeah, as you can see, Max has some great new tools. Let's see how we can use them in the game. Sam flying in to represent Aurora fans all over the world.
Yeah, exactly. The only reason why I'm here is to play this game.
Odd or even, sir?
Oh, you're an odd even guy?
I am. What, do you want to do, high roll?
This is devastating news. This is devastating. No, wait, we can do odd even.
No, as a dev, it saves us hours yearly.
Because you don't have to roll. I'll go even.
Okay. Even it is.
Oh my god. Oh, I have all these new toys to play with. I don't think I want you to make any hyperdrivers. So I will go first.
Blah. Good luck, sir.
Yep, you too. What you got over there? You got any arcane barrier?
Some arcane barrier would be nice.
Yeah, because I actually have some arcane damage. I'm going to start off this game of Flesh and Blood against my esteemed opponent with a burn up and a shock. I will be resolving the shock first.
Sounds good. Taking 1 arcane, no hesitation there.
Got him. And then the next time an attack hits, you take 4. I don't know if I'm going to attack you at all, though.
Well, I might have some items in hand. You never know.
Oh, you do have the hyperdrivers. Oh, I didn't think about that. I mean, you've changed my plan entirely. I'm coming in for 4.
I'm going to use one of my equipments here. I'm going to defend with Drive Break.
Ooh, a new one.
Yeah, so this is whenever you banish a hyperdriver from boosting, remove a -1 defense counter from this. And this is battle worn, so hopefully I get to banish some hyperdrivers and get my block value back. And I'll be defending for 4.
Understood. I will react to give this thing go again. I will play an electrostatic discharge. It's now got go again, and I will follow it up with a lightning surge. And because of the +3, it is coming in for 7.
coming in for 7, using your whole hand there.
Yeah, I was truly going to make an embodiment and fast. And I was like, oh yeah, this deck runs hyperdrivers.
Honestly, why did I say anything? I'm gonna have to use my equipment.
Let's go!
Okay. I thought it was going to be like a bit of a double bluff, but yeah, I have to use my equipment here. Defending for 5 here and use my puffer jacket. So this is temper 2. Yeah, defend it for 7.
Alrighty, I'll pass from there.
This gets a -1 counter, and so does my drive break. I'll start off with 0 to 50. 3 power boost. Oof. No hyperdriver here. Just 3 go again.
Understood. I think I'm going to declare no blocks upon this.
Sounds good.
I will be taking 3 down to 37.
I'll close the chain here. I'll play a hyperdriver, pitching a hyperdriver.
Whoa.
I so wish these were on top of my deck when I was boosting, but thanks to the Puffer Jacket says non-token hyperdrivers you control enter the arena with an additional steam counter. So this is going to have 4, but I will crank it thanks to my hero ability and then come in for 3 with Banksy. And this says once per turn action 1 resource attack, activate this only if you've cranked this turn, and when this hits a hero put a steam counter on an item you control with crank.
Coming in for 3. I am going to block it for 3 because I don't want to give you that counter.
And that's all I've got.
I've got an Armory Deck Aurora exclusive card for you as well. It's going to be a Skyward Serenade. So I'm going to choose 2. I'm going to create an Embodiment of Lightning token, and then I'm going to search my deck for a Skzk, which is, look at that right there on the bottom.
Is that the correct pronunciation, Sam?
Yeah, because it's lightning. It's a zap, right? How do you pronounce it?
Honestly, sounds good to
Right,
me.
it's
sure.
I guess you could be Skizik, but I don't know why you need to add an extra syllable there. The Embodiment of Lightning is going to give the Skizik that I'm going to banish, but because I can play it this turn, I'm going to play it immediately. The Embodiment of Lightning giving it go again, it's going to come in for an additional point of damage, coming in for 4.
That's fine. I'll take 4.
I might have a pummel, are you sure? I can do anything, it costs 0.
Alright, going down to 35 here.
Starfall here for 2. Pitch. Okay. This Captain's Call. Got 2 floating, coming in for 2 with go again.
I'll take this one as well.
Alright. Down to 33, and then now I will come in with the Static Shock. This one's coming in for 4. I have played a Lightning card, so if it hits you, you're taking an additional Arcane.
I'll defend here for 3 and use my Fist Pump to defend for 1 as well.
Cool. I think because you're defending with Fist Pump, do you have to give me a... There it is. That's what I want to see. All right, end of turn. Before we go to the end, I'm going to spend my final 2 floating on Aurora Shooting Star's hero ability to create an Embodiment of Lightning, and then I'm going to pass the turn on back.
Sam, you're already clearing my equipment here. I'm kind of scared of all your break points.
All right, give me your best shot.
I'll start off with T-Bone Boost. Is it going to be a hyperdriver? Come on. Crankshaft. Almost just as good. So this hyperdriver triggers, which is going to give me an additional resource. But thanks to the crankshaft, it goes to 2, then back to 3.
Heard. T-Bone, huh? So I have to give you an equipment piece. One of my things has Battle Worn, and the other things have Blade Break. So I will choose the Battle Worn so I can keep it around. I will defend with this Shock Frock. Defend your attack for 3 with defending for 1. I will declare no further defense.
Sounds good.
I will take 2 down to 35.
You know what? I'm going to close the chain.
Heard.
And I will play Clamp Press, a new Majestic in the Max Armory deck, which is pretty good. This says, enters arena with 2 steam counters. At the start of your turn, destroy this unless you remove a steam counter from it. So I will crank this, so we'll have 1. And wrenches I control get +2.
Whoa, sick.
Now my Banksy's coming for 5, and it's going to threaten an on-hit. Could put a counter on my Clamp Press or my Hyperdriver if I want.
Yeah, that's actually sick. God, my boys never looked so good.
Yeah.
Clamp Press is such a great addition to the Max deck because it starts to present really strong on-hits. Especially against an aggro deck like Aurora, this Banksy coming in for 5 is so much more threatening, and if he lets it hit, I'm going to have a +2 on my Banksy for an additional turn.
I'm gonna block definitely for 3 with a new card written in the stars.
Nice.
Block with another Skyward Serenade. I will block for 5.
Sounds good.
Do not want you to clamp me further. Here comes, with an Embodiment of Lightning, a Lightning Surge coming in for 4.
Go again.
Go again.
I'm gonna take 4.
Okay. Why are you worried about a potential on hit?
Maybe.
Like a snatch?
Now I'm definitely happy I didn't. Look at this, Sam. You already got most of my equipment here.
No. It's just 1 card, dude.
Nah, I'm gonna respect it. I'm gonna use my Breaker Helm Protoss. This is when this defends, you may discard a Hyperdriver. If you do, draw a card and this gets +1 defense. Now, I won't be using this ability, sadly, because it's such a powerful card.
That's really strong.
The Snatch is too threatening. I'm just going to give that up.
Cool to see all these new options for Max with the Hyperdriver support in the equipment zone.
Okay, now this is going to tick down. Going to stay around for one more, maybe a bit longer, but I'll start off with this 0 to 60 boost. Oh, Heist. No, one of my power cards. All right, Hyperdriver procs. I'm going to get a resource here, and this is coming in for 4. Go again.
I will be blocking 3 with this Written in the Stars, and I will be taking 1 down to 34 I go.
And now, Sprocket Rocket. If an item or equipment was banished from boosting this, gets +1. Come on, Hyperdriver. Okay. Don't get the +1, but Big Bertha does give me a counter on my Hyperdriver. It says, when this is banished from boosting, put a Steam counter on a Hyperdriver you control. So this is 3 go again.
And you know what? I've got another Written in the Stars for you, which I will be blocking your Sprocket Rocket with.
Sounds good. I'll close the chain, and I'll activate Max's hero ability. This is once per turn action, 2 resources, create a Hyperdriver token with 2 Steam counters on it. So I can only activate this if I've boosted. I have, and I will be cranking this just so I can come in with Banksy for 5.
No!
Threatening that on-hit once again.
This deck has so many reds. It's like mostly red. How did I draw 4 blue cards? It's okay. It's an important on-hit to stop. The Banksy here being able to allow for another Steam counter on Clamp Press is not something I can abide. So sometimes when you draw a hand of all blues, you cash in the defense value on the bottom right of those Flesh and Blood cards, and I will be doing so this turn.
I feel like the correct decision is to get rid of the Clamp Press when I can. So I will give you my 3rd and 4th blue card of the turn on defense, and I will block for 6 and give you not only the block, but perhaps some tempo.
Yeah, now this is a chance for me to draw some gas. Come on.
I pass to you, good sir. Dost thou have any effects?
No. Nothing from me on your turn, but my Clamp Press will die at the start of my turn. It's done its job. Rocket. Yeah. Gonna boost this one. Hyperdriver. Oh.
You keep losing the reds, dude.
Yeah. You know what? I'm happy with this. I get 2 resources from my Hyperdrivers.
I'm not blocking this 3. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm probably not blocking much on this turn. I'm just gonna be real with you, my man. I'm gonna take 3 down to 31. Give me your best shot.
Close the chain.
Cool.
And I'm gonna play a Hyperdriver.
No, I'm kidding.
Hyperdriver. Now this normally comes in with 3 Steam counters, but thanks to my Puffer Jacket, it will come in with 4. Now we'll crank it back to 3.
That's just all the time?
Yeah.
Really strong.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's really good.
Now, come in with a Data Link. When this hits Opt 1, there we go. Very threatening on-hit free send to consider. Come on, boost. Crankshaft, let's go. This is going to go down to 2, and I'll just put up to 3.
Back to 2 floating. I will declare no blocks. I will be a man of my word.
Sounds good.
I will go to 28.
And I get to Opt 1. Let's leave this one on top, and then I'll come in with Throttle.
We're about to see what's on top.
No boost.
Oh!
I will not.
Oh my goodness. I was so excited. Yeah, I'm not blocking, dude.
Cool.
6 down to 22.
All right, back to you.
Cool. I'll just continue to be as zaptastic as I can. Starting things off with a Sizzle. Next lightning or elemental attack this turn's gonna get +3, which means Flittering Charge gets to come in for a big ol' 7. If I play an instant card on the chain link, it gets go again.
I wonder if you have one. Let's just do this. This is a proper aggro mirror. No
Come on
blocks,
now.
Sam. No
All right,
blocks.
go take your 7. That's fine.
Do you want to play an instant now or later?
I can. Now, there's new rules now, right? Because I can do it after damage.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Play that.
Check this
lightning
out.
Press after damage.
No, not the lightning press. Check this out. All right, take your 7. 22 all in damage step. I'll play Electrostatic Discharge before Resolution to give go again to Flittering Charge, and then I will play Spark Spray.
Ooh.
So another 7.
I'm so glad that's not a snatch, because I'm going to be taking it all. Let's go.
15-22. I'll pass.
A lot of value out of this 4-card hand, getting a whole 14 damage threatened. I'm really trying to just keep the pressure on and get Max's life total down low enough so that even if Carol is able to assemble the new Bank Breaker, he's going to be under too much pressure and he won't be able to get the value he needs to close out the game.
Start off with a Zipper hit, pitching a yellow crankshaft. It's going to come in for 5. Boost, come on, hyperdriver one time. Okay, maybe later.
Never lucky.
And my hyperdrivers are going to give me 2 resources going up to 3.
I will see what more you have in store. So let's see. So you've got 5 things. You've got 3 floating. Okay, just taking stock of everything. I'll take 5. No blocks.
Sounds good.
Down to 17.
Alright, I'll close the chain here. I'll play a hyperdriver. It's going to come in with 1 counter. Puffer jacket to 2. Then I'll crank it so it stays on 1. Then I will play construct bank breaker. Now this is, if you have a wrench weapon equipped, transform it and 3 hyperdrivers you control into bank breaker, then equip bank breaker.
Sick.
Super wrench, let's go.
Come on. I can hear the riff playing now, the guitar riff.
Now this is quite similar to Banksy, but just twice per turn action attack.
What?
When this attacks, you may banish a card from under it. If you do, the attack gets overpower and go again. So what I'm going to be doing is attack once. This is coming in for 3. I will banish a card from under it.
Banksy? You banished Banksy? Heartless.
Banish Banksy. I don't need it
Heartless.
anymore. I got the bank breaker. Let's go. And this is coming in for 3.
So I finally managed to assemble the 3 hyperdrivers I needed to play out the construct bank breaker, which has been sitting in my arsenal for so long. Now with Sam being on 17 life, I feel like he's low enough for the overpower to really start mattering and might even help me close this game out.
We will block this for 3.
Sounds good. Use a resource and attack it an additional time. This time, I won't use its ability.
This one, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take this one. I'm down to 14.
Okay, caught an arsenal. All right, so let's see what you got.
Okay, Mr. Bank Breaker. That's even your government name. I'm coming in with an Entwine Lightning. 4 damage with Go Again because I'm fusing with this Spark Spray.
You know what? I'm just going to be taking it all.
Okay.
No hesitation.
No hesitation, no fear. What would you say to another 4? This time no Go Again as I come in with this Spark Spray.
I'm going to be taking
Wow! I've heard
easiest no blocks in my life.
I've heard tell, Carol, of your propensity to take some damage, and I'm seeing it for the first time in real time. All right, I'm going to my arsenal. I'm passing the turn. I'm drawing 4 cards. I'm seeing what you got.
4 cards in hand, 1 in arsenal, bank breaker ready. This is time to go ham. I'm going to start off with clam press, star of the deck with crank.
I hate to see this.
Sprocket rocket. Come on, hyperdriver one time. Yes, finally.
Let's go. That's actually huge.
Let me just list all the triggers that are happening right now. Sam. Okay. Item. Yep, it's an item. +1.
Okay.
Fist pump. When you banish a hyperdriver from boosting, target range you control gets +1 this turn. Drive break. When you banish a hyperdriver from boosting, remove a -1 counter from this. Just 4 go again.
4 Go Again, but now your wrench is 6? 2 times?
With overpower.
Oh, God.
Now finally I hit the hyperdriver off the top and I'm getting so many benefits from that. The Sprocket Rocket gets +1 power, the Fist Pump gives +1 to my wrench attacks for the whole turn, and I get to remove a -1 defense counter of my drive break as well. So what a time to hit the hyperdriver. I have the Clampress that pumps my wrenches already. Now I get an additional +1 and that overpower is really gonna start to matter. Coming for 6 overpower twice is insane.
I'm gonna say no blocks on this.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna take the 4 down to 10 because I know what's coming.
I'm gonna come in with a bank breaker. I'll banish this. This is coming in for 5.
No 6?
Oh, you're right. Fist bump. Let's go.
I feel like because I gave you the +1, you have to give me a fist bump. My man.
We gotta make it a thing. Every time you boost a hyperdrive, you gotta just fist pump.
Fist bump the opponent.
I guess it has to come from the opponent, right?
Yeah,
You want to be
exactly.
like, yeah, I just juiced you.
I would not consider what's happening good for me. I'm just, in case anybody's curious, I'm not loving this. I would like to see what you have.
All right.
Because I would like to try to just kind of kill you on your next turn.
Fair enough.
Is that okay? I'm taking 6. I'm going down to 4.
That's absolutely fine.
All right, cool.
If you don't want to give me any cards, I think what I might do is...
Don't laugh at me.
I'm gonna come in for 3.
Don't laugh at me, Mr. 0 to 50.
Just 3.
Just 3.
Go
Yeah,
again.
just 3. Just 3 go again. Oh, well, my cards want me to reveal instants. I don't have any of those. Which is good because that means... Because now I have to block. Unfortunately, now I have to block. I can't go to 1. Or I guess I could go to 1.
No instance.
No instants.
Means you can do some blocking.
Means I can block. It means I can't get the cool Zap Clapper Starlight Striders. I'm blocking 3. You've made me block. This sucks.
Sand the Zap Clapper. All right. Bank breaker again. Again and again. Coming in for 6. Would you like to use your Zap Clappers?
Really starting to come down to the wire, and this bank breaker is so strong with the clamp press and the +1 from the fist pump. I am certainly feeling like the fist is coming to my face. There's too much damage for me to handle. I have to really make sure that I can pressure Carol on these next couple turns, or else the overpower damage is just gonna take me out. Hopefully my equipment can come into play and keep me alive, but I am feeling like I'm all of a sudden on the ropes in a game that felt unlosable.
6 damage when I'm on 4. I can't just give you 2. This is all falling apart. I'm going to block. I'm going to block for 4, and I will be taking 2? Down to 2? I have a Zap Clapper trigger, but unfortunately I have no flippin' instance, so that's all I got.
Okay, 2 cards in hand.
Okay, I have to take enough cards out of your hand because the clamp press is so dangerous. I've got a Sizzle. My next lightning or elemental attack is +3. I've got a Photon Rush, which is coming in for 6 thanks to the Sizzle.
Okay.
And because I played a lightning card this turn, it has go again because this is a lightning card, so it's coming in for 6.
I'll just defend this for 3 here and take 3.
Okay. Shockfrock activation. I've played a lightning card, so I am able to destroy this to gain a resource, which I will spend upon my Starfall. Coming in for 2, whipping the sword towards you. Coming in for 2.
I'll cash in this drive break, I think. I think I'll just defend this for 1 here. Taking 1.
All right, my final trick. Static Shock comes in for 4. On hit, you take an arcane damage.
Okay, Puffer Jacket, you've done your job. I'll defend with a zipper hit. Clean block for 4.
I'm in danger. I will pass the turn. I will pass the old turn.
Okay. So yeah, this is going to tick down the start of my turn. I'm going to play a Hyperdriver. Pitching this. Fortunately, my Puffer Jacket's gone, but you know what? I'll crank this. 1 counter is enough, and I'll come in with a Bank Breaker. Boom! Because I've cranked this, I can attack with this. Yeah, I'll banish this, give it Overpower, and go again. Coming in for 5 here, Sam.
I'm at 2. Okay, I have some tricks. I'm going to block 4.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's an action and that's an equipment. Take 1.
Okay. What do you have? Okay, I'll come in again. Twice per turn action. Let's go. This is going to come in for 5.
Yep.
And I'll banish this to give it Overpower and go again. Last card underneath.
So I have the Cap of Quick Thinking.
Yeah.
I can instant destroy this if I would be dealt damage by a source an opponent controls this turn, like this Bank Breaker for 5. I may discard an instant card.
All right.
That I so wish I had on the last turn. Oh my gosh. But I will go ahead and draw a card and prevent the next 1 damage because I have discarded an instant card. So I drew 1 card.
Yeah.
And I have preventing 1, so I have 1 prevention floating. That means I can turn that no block into a block for 3 with 1 prevention floating, but because it has Overpower, I can only block with 1 action card.
Surely you don't have any more tricks.
I have no more tricks. What I have are 2 actions.
Let's go.
Good game. Good game.
Fist pump?
Yeah. Fist pump. As the devs intended.
Sam, what a game. Honestly, when you started spitting out that damage from the first turn of the game, including the arcane damage was coming in hot, you know what? The wrench action was good enough to get there.
You wrenched me, dog. You wrenched me and I'll never forgive you. And honestly, Flesh and Blood is saved because I would try to make all of the cards more powerful than they probably should be. So it's probably good I'm not a dev. I'm glad. I'll leave it to the professionals. But that was it was a blast. It was great to play against you, Carol, and I hope you all enjoyed.
All right, and make sure to go to your local game store to pick up one of these Max the Hype Nitro Armory decks.
And if you want to see some gameplay featuring an upgraded version of this Max Nitro deck, you can go check it out over on another YouTube channel I'm a part of, 3 Floating, where we're going to go ahead and show off some of these decks at a slightly higher power level, ready for your armory.
So get out there and play some great games in the Flesh and Blood. We'll see you next time.